Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johan Castell and you're watching Wings. We are in Mussoorie in the Indian state of Uttarakhand right now for a special episode of the show. On the show this week, a Rajasthani food festival here in town. We also cover the first Indian restaurant that has received a 3-star Michelin rating. And feature a new 3D printed building in Switzerland. Let's begin. While the mercury is rising in the plains, it's the best time of year to visit hill stations out of New Delhi to cool off at higher altitudes. Once you beat the traffic to reach here, the stunning views reward the soul. This is Mussoorie, perched in the foothills of the Garhwal Himalayas. Mussoorie feels like a gentle pause in time. Winding roads fringed with pines and colonial-era charm. This hill town has long been a retreat for weary city souls. The air is crisp with nostalgia, and every turn reveals a story. From quiet bookshops to misty trails that disappear into the clouds. Mussoorie isn't just a destination, it's a mood, a memory, an escape from the hustle and bustle of the big city. We bring you a special story from the Queen of the Hills. We're going to visit a Rajasthani food festival in a hotel right here in Mussoorie. This is the Fern Brentwood Resort, a luxurious 4-star hotel located near the Mall Road, the central thoroughfare that runs across the hill station. This resort overlooks Dehradun in the valley below with spectacular views. But I am here for something special, a Rajasthani food festival in Uttarakhand. The lobby area is filled with immersive sounds of Rajasthan as musicians create a lively atmosphere with 2 dancers who joyfully move to the rhythm. I enter the restaurant at the hotel where a large buffet of regional fare is presented.
Namaskar.
Is this your Rajasthani food festival?
Yes,
Have I come
sir.
to the right place?
Yes, of course, you are on right place.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
It's over there?
Yeah. Let me show you the Rajasthani cuisine.
And it tells me about the regional specialties on display and gives me the lowdown.
These all are like makki ka atta, bajre ka atta, jowar, gehu. So all we are preparing live here for our guests.
It's like makke ki roti, like
Yes,
you have with
sir.
sarson ka saag.
Yes,
Oh,
that's the same.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
my favorite. What do we have for the curries and all that? Barjik,
So we are
barjik.
offering bajre ka khichda.
And does it take a long time to cook this curry?
Yeah, approximately 1 to 2 hours
Yeah.
to cook.
Big.
Jodhpur paneer masala.
Yeah. Jaipuri paneer masala. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this is chicken. Murg means like chicken.
murg.
So we have prepared this chicken in this handi only.
Right.
Yeah.
And what is the purpose of preparing inside this clay pot? Does it have any effect on?
Yeah, of course. When we preparing like in like any dish in clay pot, the flavor gets changed.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's time to sample these delicacies, and Anit serves me some of his favorite Rajasthani dishes. A good way to start. Since there are 4 different types of bread, I let Anit decide what goes best with these dishes.
All right. Well, I'm going to sit down and dig in, I think.
There's even a platter of condiments for each table, with snacks I haven't seen before.
All right, what do we have here?
So on tabletop, we are offering you pineapple chunda, churma, mirchi chokha, and khakra and gatia.
This food is so good, I decide to go for seconds. There is a paneer dish calling for me from the buffet table. I also opt for the potato and onion curry. What a time to be alive. This is delectable. Although I have had Rajasthani food many times before, I have not experienced many of the dishes here tonight. Others too loved the experience. Some come from faraway states and enjoy the offerings in Mussoorie.
Very different flavor compared to lal mas. Lal mas is so spicy. This one is like a rich gravy thing going on instead. Interesting. I never heard of that. Which one was your favorite dish? One memorable dish?
One is pani puri,
Yeah.
another is dal bati,
Yeah.
and jalebi.
After finishing dinner, I find a fortune teller in the lobby where the musicians dish out their tunes, and he tells me of my mysterious future and how long I'll live.
Is the money line, is it this one?
ये मनी लाइन
This one?
या
This one?
यस मनी लाइन और जैसे मनी लाइन जो है ना मनी ये आपके पास बहुत आएगा.
With a stomach full of regional fare and my fortunes told, I can rest assured that I'll sleep soundly after a wholesome adventure in the hills.
Elephants hold a sacred and majestic place in Indian culture. One beloved temple elephant in southern India got the royal treatment. Celebrations happened in true festive style.
For centuries, elephants have held a sacred and symbolic place in Indian culture. Representing wisdom, strength, and divine energy, these gentle giants are an inseparable part of India's spiritual and cultural landscape. This deep reverence was beautifully evident as the Jambukeshwarar Akhilandeshwari temple in Trichy, Tamil Nadu, celebrated the 23rd birthday of its beloved elephant, Akhila. The temple authorities organized a grand and traditional affair, turning the temple gardens into a vibrant celebration ground. Akhila, adorned in ornate decorations and ceremonial garlands, was led gracefully into the garden amidst chants and drumbeats. Devotees welcomed her with folded hands and beaming smiles. Temple priests conducted special pujas in her honor, invoking blessings and offering sacred prayers. The festivities drew a large crowd of mahouts, temple staff and devotees. The highlight was a lavish feast laid out for Akhila, comprising fresh fruits, vegetables, jaggery sweets, and traditional South Indian delicacies.
This is the first time I'm seeing elephant's birthday celebration. It's a very wow celebration. I'm really surprised here. She very exciting to receive our wishes and everything. So I'm very glad, and I'm pray to God to very healthy and happy to Akhila.
Yesterday also my birthday, so I thought some connection is there between me and Akhila. So I came to saw how the celebration is going on. I came here at 4 o'clock. Akhila is all ready, well set, decorated. She's ready to go into. I think she's going to cut the cake. So we came to saw that, and she ate some fruits, and also some puja is there, and now she's taking bath.
In a heartwarming gesture, Akhila acknowledged the crowd's love by raising her trunk in appreciation, a moment that drew cheers and emotional reactions from attendees. Akhila's was born in 2002, and she has been part of the temple since 2011, playing a vital role in daily rituals and major religious events. She now is like family to the devotees.
For the first time ever, an Indian restaurant has earned the coveted rating of 3 Michelin stars. But here's the kicker: the restaurant is not in India. Let us show you the eatery.
History was made in the culinary world as Traisen Studio, a fine dining Indian restaurant in Dubai, became the first ever Indian eatery globally to be awarded 3 Michelin stars. Cheers and applause echoed through the hall during the Michelin Guide's 4th Dubai Awards ceremony as the coveted honor was announced. Traisen Studio shared the spotlight with FCN by Bjorn Fransen, the only other restaurant in the UAE to receive the top accolade this year.
Today I realize what is the word called only and how heavy it is when we are awarded as the only Indian restaurant. So today I understand the word called only very well.
Chef Himanshu Sani, who leads the kitchen with precision and creativity, called the recognition a dream come true and a moment of pride, both for himself and Indian cuisine globally.
I hope this sparks generations. I hope this motivates all the younger upcoming chefs. It's a dream which is possible, and I think this can only make our cuisine go much more forward, much more be much more prouder. I think it's a great time for Indian food.
Located on Dubai's iconic Palm Jumeirah and seating just 20 guests, Traisen Studio is known for its intimate setting and open kitchen. It describes itself as a platform for reimagining Indian flavors, merging traditional tastes with contemporary culinary artistry. The restaurant prides itself on sourcing local, organic, and sustainable ingredients from within the UAE, challenging stereotypes about Indian food being limited to curries and spice. The Michelin Guide praised the eatery for making culinary history and noted the growing global influence of Indian chefs, especially in cities like Dubai and London. With 3.5 million Indian nationals forming the largest expat group in the UAE's cosmopolitan makeup, there is a fertile ground for Indian cuisine to evolve, thrive, and make history.
It's futuristic and artistic. Towering over a village of just 11 people in Switzerland, a new 3D printed structure has just been unveiled, breathing new life into a fading village.
High in the Swiss Alps, in the remote village of Muligens, a bold new structure has risen from the ground. Not built by hand, but printed, layer by layer. This is Tor Alva, meaning White Tower in the local Romansh language. At nearly 30 meters high, it is the tallest 3D printed tower in the world. The structure was unveiled on May 21st.
Tor Alva is a 30-meter tall 3D printed concrete tower in the small village of Moulins. On the Julier Pass near St. Moritz in Switzerland. That tower is actually a multi-story building, 4 stories, consists of the respective floors and 32 3D printed concrete columns.
Created in partnership by ETH Zurich and the Origin Cultural Foundation, Tor Alva blends advanced construction technology with artistic expression, aimed at breathing new life into this historic but depopulated alpine village. The structure was printed using a technique called robotic additive manufacturing. Unlike traditional construction, there was no need for molds or formwork. Instead, concrete was applied directly, layer by layer, through precision-guided robotic arms. Algorithms first generate the ornamental and structural components. Then, robots translate those designs into sculpted white concrete columns, 32 of them in total. To ensure the structure is not just visually striking, ETH researchers developed a new reinforcement method. It allows the 3D printed concrete to bear weight similarly to conventional reinforced concrete.
That we really managed to integrate the reinforcement in the 3D printed concrete such that it actually works like conventional reinforced concrete, although by its nature it's quite different.
At the top of the tower, the columns fan out like the branches of a tree, forming a dome where visitors can enjoy sweeping alpine views. The design also pays tribute to the region's historical connection to confectionery, resembling a layered sculpted cake. For the next 5 years, the tower will remain in Mullings. After that, it can be dismantled and reassembled elsewhere.
From a Cuban village transformed into a mosaic masterpiece to a London festival celebrating the tiniest of details, we take you on a whirlwind tour of some of the world's most creative spaces.
Cuba is a country steeped in art, culture, and history. Among its many attractions is this hidden gem in the vibrant Jaimanitas neighborhood of Havana called Fusterlandia. This captivating place is the creation of Cuban artist Jose Fuster. He dedicated his life to transforming his home and neighborhood into a kaleidoscopic wonderland of mosaics.
Bueno, Gaudí es una referencia total, ¿no?
Gaudi is a total reference. We even talked about how this is called Fusterlandia. They call me the Picasso of the Caribbean, and they also call me the Cuban Gaudi.
Picasso del Caribe, y me dicen también el Gaudí cubano.
Often referred to as the Picasso of the Caribbean, Jose Fuster began plastering his home with colorful mosaic palms, animals, and Picasso-inspired figures in 1994. And slowly, the sleepy fishing spot transformed into a theme park town, attracting tourists from all around the world.
Jaimanitas was a weak, insignificant little town. There was no help or anything. This man, Jose Fuster, came from Caibarian in the center of Cuba. And he started his project, and that's how it all started, with a lot of joy, a lot of love.
Let's now take you to another fantastical universe. Here, at Manifeste Festival in Paris, dancers move alongside their avatars and dance the night away in a virtual world. In choreographer Blanca Lee's latest creation, the audience, wearing mixed reality headsets, experiences a unique hybrid show.
I think the audience is very brave, and in recent years there have been a lot of immersive experiences. The audience is also looking for that sometimes, experiences that are a little different, and what I wanted in this show was for the audience to choose what they want to see each time. So they can put on the headset or take it off, they can move around, they can look at something, but they know that when they look at one thing, they won't be able to see another. They can't see everything because everything is happening around them.
The dance show called A Shadow is an adaptation of Danish author Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale. It is about a scholar whose shadow takes on a life of its own. The show is a part of the Manifeste Festival that's taking place in Paris from May 23rd to June 28th.
Let's move to the Kensington Dolls House Festival in London now and hunt down mini microwaves, tiny versions of chandeliers, and other small furnishings. Yes, that's right. Each crafted item in this room could fit into the palm of one hand.
I really wish that in China we have this kind of fair to share each other's toys. And somehow I don't know, like in a Chinese context, maybe it's a shame to share that we have a toy when we're still very grown up. But here, people are not afraid and very kind to share. Like maybe I didn't know it, but like it just, to me, I found it very fascinating, this affair.
The skill and the authenticity, that how they can make these replicas look so real in such a tiny model. I find it amazing. I've always made sort of like air-fixed models and things like that, but this is what we call like scratch building, where they're literally taking materials and making them from their own intuition, really, which is an amazing skill to have. Like I say, mostly I'd read a page, follow the instructions, put it together, but this is just something different, completely different.
This annual festival has gathered some of the world's finest miniature craftspeople since 1985. Traditionally, doll houses are associated with children, but this high-end miniature collecting is very much a hobby for grown-ups.
In Lima, Peru, laughter takes center stage as they celebrate Clown Day. Check it out.
Clown noses on, shoes oversized and joy overflowing. The streets of Lima turned into a carnival of colors as hundreds of clowns gathered to celebrate Peru's annual Clown Day. It's not just about makeup and mischief. Clown Day, marked every May 25th, is a tribute to a legend, Tony Perejil, the clown of the poor. A beloved performer, Jose Alvarez Velez, better known by his stage name, spent his life spreading laughter in Lima's poorest neighborhoods.
It's something we were born to do and we enjoy. The applause of the audience, the joy of the children, the joy of the parents. For me, it's the greatest satisfaction there is as an artist.
Being a clown in Peru is a job that really requires caring, because we ensure to make people laugh, making sure that people have fun, and it being good medicine for everyone, because you really shouldn't be so bitter, because it's not really going to make you happy.
The celebration, first officially recognized in 2006, returned in full swing after 2 years of pandemic silence. Clowns from across the country performed routines, showcased costumes, and competed in improv battles, all for joy, not just for laughs. Tony Perejil died on May 25, 1987, but his spirit lives on, through the parades, the painted faces, and the commitment to joy. For Lima's clowns, it's more than tradition. It's a tribute to their roots and to the power of a smile.
That's all we have for you on the show in this week's episode of Wings, but we'll return with more travel content for you next weekend. Until then, it's me, Johan Castell, signing off as we leave you with visuals from Sydney's Vivid Light Festival. Enjoy!